Hey everybody, I'm here at Flywheel Brewery today and just wanted to introduce the guys to our community. A lot of people don't know about what's going on with everything downtown, so that's why we wanted to bring you this information. So we have Ashley Willoughby and Aaron Hawkins and Josh Durham. They all have different roles here, so I'm going to let them tell us a little bit about their story, why you guys are in E-Town, and what you hope to make happen.
Sure. Actually, we all have local roots here.
Okay.
I was born and raised here. Josh was born and raised here and then moved away. And Ashley was born and raised in Hardinsburg and then has lived here the last, 10 years. So we all have roots here. And the reason why we picked E-Town for location is when we started this venture, we looked at a map and said, where is there a need for this type of business? And we saw that E-Town has nothing within, north of, there's nothing till Louisville. East, there's nothing till Danville or Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
West, you're looking at Paducah. And south, you're looking at Bowling Green. So there's a craft beer desert in Elizabethtown, and E-Town's right in the center. So we looked at what was going on downtown, the growth that was starting to happen, and we said, if we're going to do it, this is the time. So,
Well, cool. We're very happy that you're coming here and bringing this to our area. So let's let everybody know where we are at right now.
Okay.
218 South Mulberry, just down from downtown.
We're Napa. So Napa Auto Parts is right here, and then we are in the old.
It was the old Cleveland Johnson building.
Okay.
So it's been multiple auto uses in this building over the years. The public defender's office is right on one side of us, and the Ink Solutions building is on the other side, and we're across the street from E-Town Laundry, so the old post office.
So right on South Mulberry.
Yep.
And right now we're in what's going to be the brewing area, and then there is a separate area where all the customers will be able to come and sit and have a beer.
Yep.
And possibly food.
Yep.
Okay. So, Josh, you
Yes.
want to tell us a little bit about what you do here and what kind of influences that you're hoping to bring to the brewery?
Okay, right now what I'm doing is constructing the brew house. My partner's there dealing with the tap room, and I'm just juggling a lot of things down here, trying to get it sorted out. We're doing like a Frankenbrew system, which means I'm not purchasing this from a supplier, but I'm building it. It's to save money.
Yeah.
This is phase one for us. We're bringing craft beer to E-Town, producing a 4-barrel system. When that takes off, and it will. When that takes off, then we're going to look at investing and producing on a larger scale and doing some distribution. So,
because you all have not done any distribution yet,
no,
in
and
any kind of way. It's
no.
and wait until
Well,
everything's
right now we're still waiting on licensing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then while we're waiting, we're completing the build out. So we're in a building phase right now. A whole lot is going on. A lot of sleepless nights and a lot of long days. But we're going to get there, and we're going to make great beer, and we're going to bring a little bit of local ownership. The one thing I love about craft beer is to sit at my local craft brewery and to feel like I'm a part of it, to talk to the brewer, to talk to the owners, and to, when my friends come in town and say, hey, come to my brewery with me, even though it's not mine. But, that's the thing with a local brewery. Like, we're going to have the beer that you're not going to get anywhere else. It's made here. The recipes are different. So every time you go to a local brewery, you're getting something special. And that's the story that you've got, and you can take that with you.
Very cool. So, did I hear that you all are maybe going to try to get some of your beer into local restaurants around here? Maybe.
Yes. When we get to that point, when we're doing, even before bottling or canning, I think early on we'll have a distribution plan to put a couple of kegs, very local,
Okay.
So hopefully we can get on tap at some of the places that we're fans of.
Cool. Guys, what else you want to say? Oh, we had a question on Facebook.
Sure,
Wanting to
yeah.
know what types
Okay.
of beer are going to be out first.
All right. So we're going to have 20 beers, and basically we're going to build the menu around, well, initially what we like. Ultimately, it's going to be what sells. But we're personally going to produce hopefully half of that tap list. It'll be a slow roll. So initially, my recipes, I've got a cream ale done with a Belgian yeast that I'm excited about, and I want to get people to try. I've got a English style, extra strong bitter, so it's like an English bitter that I like. I do an IPA and kind of a hoppy pale ale as well. So those four I want to get out.
Pretty standardized.
Yeah. Beyond that, we're going to work on doing beers that are conducive, or well, that are made with the water that we have here. Like, we don't want to do too much to the water, so we want to make a real Kentucky beer.
Yeah.
You know, so crisp lagers we can't do. That's not to say that we won't have them on tap. Like, our goal is to have a rounded tap menu. Like, I've been to bars with 20 IPAs. And that's great if you like IPAs, but
Right.
inevitably somebody you're with doesn't, and it's not a good time. So right now I'm into sours. I want to have 1 or 2 fantastic sours on.
Which you said sours are like wine, right?
Sours are like wine, yeah. There's a different flavor. If you were to sit down and you didn't know, and you thought you were drinking a beer,
Yeah.
you would be shocked. But they've become popularized over the last few years, and I really have a taste for them. No. So, rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus the beer culture is evolving all the time. And as a small brewery, craft brewery, we're able to stay on top of the current trends, do some smaller projects that larger breweries aren't going to be able to, you'll never be able to buy off the shelf. Something you'll be able to just get here locally. Wouldn't necessarily call it experimental, but things that will be a little bit more where people won't have the opportunity to try it unless they come here.
So let's call it experimental.
And
That's
that-
what it is.
And that is an advantage of having a smaller brew house, is that you can take those risks and create something that you've never heard of or seen anywhere else. And if it doesn't work, you're not out that much. Whereas if you had a 20-barrel system and you created something that didn't work, you have to take more calculated risks at that setup. So we're going to take advantage of starting out a little smaller and
We're going to
play around.
and make
Find some
fantastic
things
beer.
that people like here locally.
Yeah.
We have a question
Okay.
Great.
from True Kentuckian Culture. This says, what type of beer styles will you be offering? You may have answered that, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Is there a certain style or type?
Yeah, like I said, a rounded menu. I'm going to go for as many styles, and if I know who's asking that question, I think I might.
Yeah.
Sours.
Yeah.
I'm going to have sours. I'm not necessarily going to make the sours.
Like to have a Berliner Weiss on tap.
He also asked if you'd be doing tours through the brewery.
Yes.
We'll have some areas where you can come see the production area.
Actually, we're going to put windows in the top, so
You'll be able to see a little
from
bit
the brew
tap room.
or from the tap room, there will kind of be a bar against the wall where you can sit and look into the tap room.
Yeah. And there
I'm sorry, into the brew house.
Right.
And there will also be a door in this corner over here that you'll be able to walk out onto a platform to a small area, take a look out of what's going on, with the beer that you're drinking.
Only in guided tours.
Yes.
That's not,
Oh, yes. No, you don't. Not free.
We're going to run afoul of
But there's going to be
regulations.
like
Yes.
a small patio area, right?
For outdoor.
Mhm.
Yes, in the
Right.
back. Yes, we'll have a small patio area for outdoor. On beautiful days like this, you'll be able to sit out and enjoy beer. So yeah.
Very cool. I'm so excited to have you
Yeah.
guys down here and
We're
be part
excited
of,
to
be
get
part of our
started.
downtown team.
Yeah.
We're sort of chomping at the bit. It's a little bit of move forward and hold
Yes.
back, and while we get all the things in
Yeah.
place to get started. So
This has been the toughest part. Is we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's like there's so many things that are holding us back. So
So everybody
We'll get
wants
there.
to know, when are you thinking about opening?
That's a good question.
That's a magic question.
Can I answer?
Sure.
Spring.
Yeah,
Until summer rolls around, and then I'll revise that. But
we have the right to revise that.
we're
Projected-
working
projected
hard,
late spring. So
but we don't want to give a date because we'll
Yeah.
be wrong.
Yeah,
So if I don't say
that's how it always goes.
Mhm. Yeah, at this point, spring looks like a pretty ambitious target, but
Yeah.
we're shooting for it.
Well, fingers crossed. All right, guys. Anything else that you want to talk about? Just to let everybody know, anything else about what you're about and.
And for everybody watching this, shame on you if beer's not your thing, but if you happen to not like beer, that doesn't mean we're not going to have anything for you. We plan on doing, hopefully, some homemade sodas that are made locally in-house that you can't get anywhere else. So
Oh, cool.
just to offer something to the person that goes and he's either a DD or,
Mhm.
like I said, doesn't like beer. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
just,
Actually, yeah, let me piggyback on that. Like, kind of our philosophy with this comes from our experiences, and I can only speak about mine, but I used to go to breweries where the family is welcome.
Mhm.
And I don't know how we can get away with that here or not, but we definitely, this is not a party location. That's not what we're shooting for
Right.
here.
We
We're
wanna
not
be a
branding,
community-oriented
yeah,
atmosphere.
we're not branding ourselves as the place you go to get, yeah. So, we want to promote responsible
Sure.
drinking.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
That's definitely good to have in our community.
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
But did you ask if are you guys gonna have a full bar or just the beer?
We're going to be licensed for a full
Yes.
bar, but we're not going to
Probably
stock.
won't do a lot of
complete-
mixed drinks.
No, we're looking at this point, it's not completely decided, but we're looking at doing some bourbon, since it is Kentucky.
Any wine?
We may have a wine or two on
May have a few.
available.
Can I pick them out?
Actually,
We'd be open
sure.
for
Are you
suggestions.
offering your services?
Yes.
We'd be open
I
for
have had a
suggestions.
few wines.
If you have a
in
good
my
palate, please. By all means.
All right. Anything else?
I guess just if you have any other questions, post them and we'll get these guys to
Yeah,
answer.
Yeah, great.
definitely.
Sure.
We'll get
We-
back to you guys.
And
Welcome your all's community feedback and certainly if other people have questions, we'd be happy to take a look and get back with them.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And,
Awesome.
and if you happen to see us down here working
Yeah,
on a
stop
weekend,
in.
stop by, say hi, check out what we're doing.
Talk beer if you like beer, and tell you about our place and how far we've gotten along. So
Somebody just asked if it is strictly a bar or will it have food.
we're working on a small menu. We probably won't have a full kitchen.
No.
But we're looking at some snack items and some small appetizers that
And-
hopefully we'll be able to do. We're not great food people yet, and so we don't want to step out there and do bad food. We want to do everything we do wants to be quality.
Yeah, and we're looking to do as much local as possible
Mhm.
to keep that theme of this area and being local.
Mhm.
So that be on the lookout for that. So
Cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
We'll be checking back in with you soon.
Appreciate
sure,
it.
thank you.
All right.